thing out, fuel pump, all in one. This is it. Pretty simple. All it is, it has this little piece right here. As you can see, these two, damn thing to focus. Two little hooked edges right here. Pop into those holes, so you have one there and one on this side. Pop both those down, they push in with the screwdriver, and this pops out. This is the little magnet piece that floats on the inside, so you got two magnets. I believe anyway, it's all corroded. The older one I had only has one magnet, but it's got two magnets. Seems to still be floating, which is good. Sometimes they get filled with gas and sink. So that all seems good, so I'm going to assume my gas gauge wasn't working because it wasn't plugged in due to some idiot. Alright, so I've taken the 4 bolts that go into the carburetor off. As you can see, like for instance, top, bottom, bottom, top. I've just laid the carburetor this way on the ground so I can access the bottom here. Try to see if I can get you an angle. This cable in the front, or the lower end here, is your throttle. Up here, this goes back to this other piece on the side of the engine. So to get these kind of cables off, if you've never seen them before, turn to the side and push down. Just pop right out. Hopefully even easier than that normally. You don't want to adjust either of these bolts if you don't have to, because that's all adjustments right there for throttle and all that. So if you don't have to do that, don't. That's basically it. I'm going to take the other one off, and then I'm probably going to take these screws off so I don't have to adjust these at all, and I can just screw them back in later. Okay, for everyone who doesn't understand how to get these Seadoo clips off, best way to do it is to pinch it in the center like this. A pair of vice grips, something you can bend it and twist a little bit. Wait till you can get some kind of screwdriver wedged in there. Just keep turning and moving and moving and moving until you get a little bit of edge popping up right here. Push it in there. It'll usually start to remove it, and the rest you should be able to do by hand. That's the best method I've found. Alright, I'm going to show you guys the basics of how to take the carburetor apart. Just to show you which side this is. So this would be at the top, air intake here, and this part goes into the engine. This is one side of the carburetor, the other one you just flip it over, it's on the other side. They're essentially the same. Pretty much you're checking for wear and tear. Any of the plastic barriers need to be replaced. Check the filter. Mine was disgusting. I actually already cleaned it out. It could actually use some more, but just to show you guys. Unscrew those. I'll take this off all in one piece. Okay, so under here you can see it's starting to wear off. The plastic is really starting to erode. Not too bad, it could still be used, but really we should fix it while we're in here and got the carburetors off. Two check valves. Fuel can go in this way and vice versa on this side, come out. To get these out, you get like a little Allen wrench with a ball key, and you stick the ball key in there. It's pretty much the only way to get it done as far as I know. But gasket looks good here. A little bit of residue, I'll scrape that off and clean it off. Blow air through all the nozzles. Don't use full force, just a couple little bursts of air to make sure the pathways are clear. There's nothing clogged in there, especially after you clean everything out. You never know what you're going to knock loose. Other side with the other check valve, as you can see on this one section, I had a lot of residue. I already cleaned some of it out. I'm going to be cleaning the rest of it. But that's the kind of stuff that's going to clog your filter and really stop things from working. Be careful you don't lose your gasket. Put it aside for now. This is your filter right here. We'll pull it out. Alright. So you can see there's still some in there. It was completely black when I found it. I mean, disgusting. I don't know how it was functioning. A little carb cleaner will take care of this. I believe that's a wire mesh in there, so you're not going to erode it. You may erode the plastic slowly over time, but they come with a carb rebuild kit, and you can always just replace it instead of cleaning it out. So that's an option for you. Of course, you take this piece off. This one, as you can see, it's starting to get a little bit more wear, fraying around the edges. A little bit of bubbles, so we're going to replace this too. And then this is the last gasket. Needle and seat and everything, I believe, are all down here. Don't quote me on that. And from everything I've been told by guys at the shop is don't mess with them. If everything's running well, leave it all stock. Just change out these gaskets and make sure there's nothing leaking. And don't drop your filter. But don't mess with it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, guys. If it's adjusting the needle and seat really only needs to be done if you're doing some serious tuning. Usually leave that or the actual spring is messed up. Usually just place these gaskets and then tune using these idle speed adjusters. This is not the idle speed, this is low speed or high speed, I couldn't tell you which. But you adjust these, one on each carb, to try and adjust your smooth throttle response. Correction, I don't know why I said needle and seat was below the piece before, but anyway. This is the needle and seat right there. You can detach the carburetors by taking the 2 screws out right here on the front side. You got to take this little gasket off that goes to the air filter. Pop those screws off, and then this like little throttle joiner thing just pops right off that ball right there. To make these a lot easier to work on, because you got to take off this side and this side under here that I can't show you without making a huge mess. You can take these screws out and check the plastic underneath. Let me show you the old filter. Got sitting in the carb cleaner right now. This one as well was black, and it's actually filled on the inside like Play-Doh. See if it's still in there. And it's clearing out. That was completely filled. I don't know how I was getting gas at all.